afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Walks of Life with Father TD. Today, I have a big privilege and honor to host Matthew Newland, or I should say, Dr. Matthew Newland. Because indeed, Matthew holding a PhD in philosophy, isn't it? Yes. So welcome, Dr. Matthew, and welcome to the program. This is my great honor and privilege to host you and welcome you to this channel. And we are looking forward to hearing from you. Okay. So the Walks of Life program is the small program in which I will try to interview as many as Christians possible around the world, and then for them to share about their lives, a little bit about their lives and a little bit about their journey with God. So today we are really happy to welcome Dr. Matthew Newland, and believe it or not, Matthew and myself, we used to washing the dish with each other back then in 2004, 2005, isn't it? And during the night after the supper, the two of us will take all the dirty dishes, and then we will bring to the washing room, and over there the two of us working with each other. And at that time we poor student and probably as poor as my church, and but we made like $10 for a night, isn't it? Okay? And it's a big amount of money for us at that time. And so after time flying until 2007, I got graduated and returned to the Diocese of Prince Albert, and Dr. Matthew continued with his academic career. And believe it or not, he got the PhD in philosophy. So Dr. Matthew, you inspire me in that. Very wonderful. And so congratulations to you. You have a family now. With how many children you have?
I have two. I have a son and a daughter. And my son will be 13 in less than a month, and my daughter is 8 years old.
Wonderful, wonderful. Congratulations. And what are their names?
Thank you, Father. Luca. My son is named Luca, and our daughter's name is Anastasia.
Okay.
Luca and Anastasia.
Okay. Yes, very nice. So two children with a happy wife, with a happy family, and a very good academic career and profession. You are teaching right now somewhere?
Yeah, that's right. I'm teaching actually 3 places.
Okay.
I'm teaching philosophy for Jefferson Community College at the State University of New York. That's in Watertown. And I'm teaching philosophy for Mid-Plains Community College in North Platte, Nebraska, which is near where I'm from originally.
Yeah.
So New York, Nebraska.
Yeah. Wow.
And I'm teaching English as a second language to kids in China online every morning. So 3 things that I do.
So look like you have a full hand with many things and taking care of the children at the same time too. Like this morning you shared with me that you want them to do some homework and the children didn't really want to do it. So and I share with you, doctor, probably you have a lot of trick on your back right now just to tame on the children, because children and their education is an art indeed. So wonderful.
Yes, indeed.
Yes,
but
very nice.
I love teaching, and it's my favorite thing to do. So wonderful. I'm happy for every opportunity.
Yeah. So let's start with our 4 questions, if you don't mind. So could you please, we already know a little bit about you, but could you please tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, and you already share with us a little bit about your career and your life too, but you can share with us a little bit more if you want.
Of course. So yes, so Father, you and I know each other from the very beginning of my studies.
Yes.
Doing my bachelor's degree, and you were in seminary.
Yes.
And I can't believe that it's been 15 years since we really talked.
Yes.
But I'm very glad for this opportunity to speak with you again.
Yes.
I am from the United States.
Yes.
I came to Canada in 2003.
Yes.
And I've been here ever since.
Yeah.
I did my master's degree studies at Concordia University in Montreal.
Okay.
I live in Montreal now.
Yeah. It's nice city, big
but
city.
Then I did my PhD back in Ottawa.
Okay.
I returned, and you had moved on at that point. You were no longer there, but it was my pleasure to return and to finish my studies.
Okay.
I became a certified English as a second language teacher in 2008.
Yes.
My wife and I had our 2 children, and my wife is a nurse, so she's working hard during this difficult period during the pandemic.
Yes, this pandemic.
And yes, and I have autism. That's worth mentioning as well. So I was diagnosed 2 years ago as an adult, but I find that that's an interesting and enlightening fact about myself that helped me understand a lot of things about who I am, and I'm happy to share that as well.
Yeah. So if you want to share with the audience about one thing about autism, what you would like to share with them?
Oh, well, one thing that I would like to, 2 things really.
Yeah.
One is that it means intense interest in one particular topic, almost to the exclusion of anything else.
Okay.
So sometimes I might come across as single-minded and perhaps even obsessed about a very specific thing. And this can be a challenge when you live with other people, and there are other concerns and other things that should require some attention. Also, in relation to that, really, I suppose it's the fact that I'm not lacking in empathy, or nor do I not care about other things. It's just difficult for me to move my attention away from one thing. I do my best, and I hope that I've improved over the years.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Matthew, for sharing that, and I hope people can see that is one of the trait or the trademark of the autism people, so that the 2 sides can understand and sympathize with each other. I mean, for the autism people too, and for the people who have family members or a friend who have that kind of problem, they can see that. I heard the autism people, they are very smart, they are very focused, intensify in one topic at a time, and then they can occupy their mind completely in that. And actually, that's one of the trait of many talented people in the past. Because in order to do something very well and good, we need to pay attention to the maximum level to that topic or to that thing. So actually, it can be an advantage for those people too. So in a sense, I believe that can be the advantage for you in your pursuit of your academic career. Don't you think so?
Especially as a teacher, I think it's actually a valuable trade.
Wonderful.
So it can make everyday life difficult.
Yeah. So thank you so much for sharing that. We pray for all the people, especially the one that have that kind of, in a sense, a little bit defect in their lives, that people around them will understand and support and create a comfortable zone for everybody. Okay? So wonderful, Matthew. Thank you so much. So let us move on to the next question. Like, what are your hobbies besides teaching and besides taking care of your family? Like, what your hobbies? What you love to do?
Teaching is the thing that really occupies all of my waking time. But I enjoy it very much, so it's almost like a hobby. I do something that I enjoy every day, and I really, really appreciate that. Otherwise, I read most of the time. You can see my books behind me.
Wow, that's a nice collection you have there. Plato.
Maybe philosophy, Plato, of course, the topic of my thesis, but also I just like Plato, so I enjoy reading him. But also, for fun, I love comic books too. So
Iron Man, that's
comics
nice.
are my Iron Man and all the superheroes.
Yes.
So reading in one form or another, it's reading, but I like to read a lot of different things.
So what's your favorite Marvel heroes?
My favorite Marvel superhero?
Yeah.
Probably the Hulk. I like the Incredible Hulk. I like the struggle, his struggle to overcome his anger and the helplessness he feels when he loses control of who he is. I find that really interesting, and I like that the best.
Thank you so much for sharing.
As a Christian, I think as a Christian I can relate to that, and I think most Christians probably can too.
Wow, I never see that aspect when watching Hulk, but now you kind of enlightened me about that aspect. Wow, that's true. As Christian, we're struggling every day with our daily life and daily cross too. Yes. So what is your favorite Bible quote, if you don't mind?
Oh yes, of course. I'm very happy.
You can share with us one or two.
You can actually a few verses that are together, but it's part of a larger story. I have always been, especially since I started studying philosophy, touched by the example of St. Thomas the Apostle after Jesus rose from the dead, when he expressed doubt that Jesus had really risen. When I first started studying philosophy, I went through a period where I was grappling with my beliefs. I had never really challenged most of my Christian beliefs very much until I started studying philosophy and reading other points of view from Christian and non-Christian thinkers, being challenged by our professors in Ottawa. And I had a difficult time. But I've come back again and again to the example of St. Thomas. In John chapter 20, verses 27, 28, and 29, when Jesus said to Thomas, "Put your finger here and see my hands. Reach out your hand and put it in my side. Do not doubt, but believe." Then Thomas answered him, "My Lord and my God." Jesus said to him, "Have you believed because you have seen me? Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have come to believe." And that speaks very powerfully to me. And over the years, I've never let it go.
Beautiful. And that's also bring out the factor of faith in our lives. And for we walk by faith and not by sight in many times during our time and during especially the tough time of our lives. It's the faith that keeps us alive, and it's the faith that challenges us to hold on to what is true, what is good, and what is the ultimate beauty. So thank you so much for sharing that. And one thing I noticed about you is you entering the academic career and you not lose the faith. Because indeed many young students from very good Catholic families, and when were sent to study at the liberal arts or university, after a few years they lost their faith. They become cynical of everything, and they begin questioning. Questioning is a very good thing, but when you become cynical and you want to destroy everything, then that's not a good thing anymore. Or even in many Catholic universities in America too. I mean, there's some exception of course, but there's many professors that lose their faith and that lose their grip in God, and they become a promoter of secularized ideas. So I'm so thankful that Dr. Matthew go against the current and go against the popular trend and hold on to your faith and to your hope and to your love in God, and to spreading the good news to other people. So just 2 thumbs up for you on that, and keep up that good work in your academic career. So
I'm grateful for that as well.
Yes, yes. So, the final question will be: have you ever experienced a miracle in your life, or have you ever witnessed a miracle in your life sometime in your life? Yeah.
I have indeed, and in fact, it brings us back to the Bible verse that I just referred you to. So almost 13 years ago, well, probably more than 13 years ago, when my wife was pregnant with our son Luca, there were some complications, and we were worried about his health and his safety before he was born. I had for a long time been referring to Saint Teresa of Lisieux, whom I'm sure you're very familiar with.
My favorite saint,
one of my favorite saints as well. And her promise that she would spend her heaven doing good upon the earth, that after her death she would let fall a shower of roses. Well, while my wife was well, not ill, but when our baby's life was threatened by circumstances, I went to our nearby church for Mass, and after Mass was over, I stayed in the church. I prayed to the Virgin Mary and to Saint Teresa of Lisieux to send me a rose and an assurance that our son would be okay. I was walking home from the church, and on the sidewalk, halfway between the church and my home, I found this
rose
card. It's a playing card with a picture of a rose on it.
Wow.
And it was lying in the middle of the sidewalk. I was walking home, and there it was. And put it next to St. Therese. I picked it up and I took it home, and of course our son was okay. He's about to turn 13 years old. So for me, this card, my wife has saved it on this scrapbooking paper, but this card is my tangible proof that the Lord hears our prayers and the prayers of his saints in heaven, and that we can always come to him with our needs, and he will deliver for us the things that we ask.
No, nothing can separate us from the love of God, Saint Paul said, and I can see Luca has been growing, and he's just like you. It's just like a mini version of you. His face, his smile, his gesture expression, it just look like you. So congratulations, and thank you for sharing that beautiful experience, and for keep promoting that faith and that hope and that love in God. And we can always bring out that good news to share with others in our respective career, or in our respective locality and culture. So thank you so much, Dr. Matthew, and I really appreciate the friendship and your love for God, and your love for your students, and your love for your children, and your love for the truth, because the truth will set us free, and Jesus shared with us. So just wish you all the best with your future career, and may the Lord always protect you and protect your families, and grant you a lot of joy and peace and his protection in your life.
Amen. Thank you, Father.
Yes. Have a nice day, Dr. Matthew, and appreciate for your participation in this program.